I knew the exact moment my dignity died. It was when my thumb hovered over the summon button during Melania. 15 attempts in, angry, sweaty, slightly vibrating, having a full-blown identity crisis over a woman made out of polygons. And I whispered the classic gamer line, I'm just gonna do it this one time. 2 minutes later, Melania was on the floor, and I was sitting there, staring at the screen, feeling absolutely nothing. No victory, no pride, just the shame of someone who knows they took the elevator right next to the staircase they were determined to climb. That's the moment I realized something weird about myself. I want challenge. I crave it, and that tension, wanting the hard way, but taking the easy way, has completely changed how I look at difficulty settings in games. For most of my life, difficulty settings were basically the part of the menu I clicked past without a second thought. Easy. Always easy. When I was a kid playing things like Call of Duty, I didn't question it. I just wanted to shoot some pixels, eat some snacks, and go to bed at a reasonable time. And even later, with games like Uncharted, I wasn't ashamed of switching down when the going got tough. I had stuff to do, bills to pay, a life to manage.
No, I have a life!
Why would difficulty matter when the goal was simple? See the story, enjoy the ride, move on with your day. I genuinely believe that difficulty was something that applied to other people. The weirdos who wrote angry forum posts about get good culture, or those players who lived for pain like it was a hobby. I was just here to relax, and I lived happily ever after in that bubble. Until I met this man.
I feed off tears and suffering, and fit, mainly fit.
Dark Souls didn't just pull me out of my comfort zone. It kicked down the door, dragged me into the street and yelled, "Figure it out." No difficulty options, no safety nets, just a rusty sword, a dodge roll, and a very personal invitation to suffer. And here's the wild part. It worked. This forced struggle, the dying, the repeating, the slowly understanding. Suddenly, beating a boss wasn't just progression, it was growth. It was character development that I earned. Not because the game let me, but because I had no other choice. There were the rage quits, the uninstalls, the I'm selling this game, I'm done moments.
Hello, I wish to register a complaint.
Followed 24 hours later by walking back into the store and buying it again like a man returning to a toxic but irresistible relationship. Dark Souls didn't just challenge me, it rewired me. It made me realize that difficulty isn't just a slider in a menu, it can become the identity of the experience. Here's the thing nobody tells you. Wanting challenge and choosing challenge are two completely different skill sets. After Dark Souls, I started craving that feeling. The adrenaline rush, the way your hands tremble afterwards, the victory roar that scares your neighbors. But the second a game gives me a shortcut, a summon, a difficulty slider, a floating jellyfish that says,
"Hey buddy, want me to go beat this lady for you?"
my willpower crumbles like a cookie under a hydraulic press. And the guilt doesn't come later. It hits instantly. The moment I press the summon button, a little voice in my head goes,
"Wow, so that's who you are now."
I am fully aware that I'm just outsourcing the problem like a manager. On one side, there's the part of me that loves the climb, the part that wants to learn movesets, get better, push through and earn the victory. And on the other side, there's the tired adult in me who's like,
You got work tomorrow.
just use the mimic tier and go to bed. It's the eternal battle between ambition and convenience. Between wanting to feel alive and wanting to feel done. And every time a modern Souls-like hands me a crutch, I have to decide which version of myself is holding the controller today. The funny thing is, modern Souls-likes have gotten really good at tempting people like me. Developers don't even hide it anymore. They hand you a toolbox full of powerful summons, overtuned spells, busted ashes, or even a full-blown difficulty slider that says you don't have to suffer. And every time I see that, something inside me melts. My brain is like a dog in a room full of bones. The bones are called easy strategies. And the worst part is that the games don't stop you. They don't judge you. They don't say, "Are you sure? Is this what you truly want?" This isn't a critique of modern game design. In fact, if I were a developer and someone told me, "Hey, do you want your game to sell to 10 people or 1,000,000 people?" I'd slap difficulty options into that menu faster than you can say,
In the beginning.
Studios need to survive. They need to make money. Gamers aren't a single hive mind. Some of us want pain. Some of us want comfort. Some of us want to roleplay as a naked samurai whose only personality trait is perfect parries. Difficulty options are good. They are essential. In games like Mafia or Silent Hill or any story-driven experience, the priority isn't mechanical mastery. It's atmosphere, story, immersion, vibe. Nobody needs to spend 5 minutes getting stun-locked by a haunted mannequin to understand the narrative. So I don't look at modern soulslikes and think, they're ruining the genre. The genre is just expanding. My problem isn't moral. It's not about purity or the true way to play. My problem is me. I'm the one who wants the long, painful, rewarding road. And then immediately takes the shortcut because it's right there, glowing like a tasty bone. There's one game that taught me more about myself than any self-help book ever could.
Sekiro! Sekiro!
Doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't offer difficulty settings. It doesn't give you summons, mimic buddies, spirit ashes or cheese builds. It looks you dead in the eye and says, climb the staircase. No elevator, no shortcuts. Just step after miserable step until you either ascend or collapse. I spent 2 days learning Genichiro.
We're desperate. Desperate.
4 days getting brutalized by Ishin. 4 days of pain and real character development. Real suffering. Real, I'm gonna burn this game at a stake and curse it for 10 generations energy. There were moments where I questioned my entire existence. Moments where my controller feared for its life. But then, eventually, it happened. That one perfect run. That clean deflect. That final blow. And the feeling was indescribable. Not just I beat a boss, but I became a better version of myself to beat this boss. Ishin didn't give me confidence, he forced me to find it. And here's what I realized in the aftermath. I can still do hard things. I'm not too old. It's okay if it takes a week. It's okay to struggle, swear, suffer and spiral if you have fun doing it. Because at the end of the day, it's just a video game. But the feeling of overcoming something, that's real.
Sekiro!
Didn't just teach me how to parry. It taught me what I actually want from these games. Not convenience, not comfort, not the elevator sitting right next to the staircase. I want to climb the damned stairs, even if it kills me a few hundred times on the way up.